Happy New Year! And welcome back to Plants Not Plastic. I'm Nikita, and today we're making a bright and flavorful kale and white bean stew that's pleasant and refreshing for colder winter days. Pretty surprisingly, this stew doesn't use any spices, but instead develops its flavor from the right mix of veggies all cooking together in the pot. So here's everything you'll need to make this recipe. I'll also leave everything in the description box below, along with a link to the blog post with some inviting photos and a printable recipe card. You'll start by prepping all your veggies, dicing your tomatoes, carrots, celery, and onion, mincing your garlic, and chopping your potatoes. At this point, I also measure out my water and use it to cover my potatoes so they don't oxidize. You can wash and chop your kale at this point, but I prefer to wait until I'm about to add it to the stew so it's as fresh as possible. In a large pot, mine is 8 quarts, saute your onion, garlic, carrots, and celery until the onions are fully translucent and there is some browning on the bottom of the pan. For me, this takes about 10 to 14 minutes. Next, add the tomatoes to deglaze your pan and cook them down until they've reduced and smell sweet, another 10 to 20 minutes. While these two steps can take a little bit of time, they're essential in developing that flavor in the pan by caramelizing the natural sugars in your veggies without having to add any additional spices. You also don't need to heavily monitor your pot during this time and can instead distract yourself with a TV show, a game on your phone, TikTok, a YouTube video, or other household chores. Once your tomatoes have cooked down, add the beans, potatoes, and water and bring to a boil. Then reduce your stew to a simmer and cook it uncovered for 10 to 12 minutes or until the potatoes are soft and can be broken apart with a fork. During this cooking time, I wash, dry, and chop my kale. Once the potatoes are cooked through, add your kale, stir it in, and simmer for an additional minute or two. We can then turn off the heat and serve up a bowl for a taste test. This stew is warm, hearty, filling, and showcases its ingredients wonderfully. I like to eat it with toast, but it also goes great with noodles or over rice, and I add a little bit of cayenne pepper and salt at the table. You could also top it off with nutritional yeast and a little bit of vinegar or lemon juice to brighten it up even more. For how it stacks up against an alternative, I'm not going to do a breakdown for the sake of time, but you can check out the full nutrition label on the blog that links out to Chronometer. This recipe, though, is just like my others. When comparing it to a store-bought, non-vegan, or more processed vegan option, it will very likely cost you less to make, have more fiber, and you'll get to eat more of it for the same number of calories. So that's it for today's recipe. If you try it out, let me know in the comments. You can also subscribe to my blog for recipes right to your inbox and connect with me on social media for day-to-day content. And don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, give this video a thumbs up, and come back next time. Bye!